We are driving Lux Black, and we are in Arizona. We drove from California to drive rideshare, do the gig apps on Uber and Lyft. So, to answer people's questions about whether or not I was able to make the applications work, I got here on Friday and I immediately had problems with Lyft. Surprisingly, Uber processed me the fastest. Okay. I'm here at my Airbnb, so yay. Um, so when it comes to, let's see, Uber, all I had to do was call, call and transfer locations. After they did that process, she explained to me it would take 3 to 5 business days for the third party company to process my background check, which I believe they used the old information from California because I received an email almost immediately. I wasn't even paying attention to it. I happened to scroll through my notifications and it said hours ago my application was complete for the area, I assumed. And when I went into Uber, all I had to do, I don't remember if I needed to redo my picture or anything, or input my social. Something. I had to confirm something. After I did that and I consented to the background check and I left it and I got that email, I came back. I was able to go online. That was the story for Uber. Uber went through smooth, no problems. I had to take my hat off for that one. For Lyft, it was a whole different story. As you know, they got rid of the hubs, so I was doing the messaging back and forth. I don't know if you can even call. I was able to call Uber on a Saturday, so I was happy about that. So I said I wanted to switch regions. They asked me for They asked me for a inspection form, which I already had. They asked me for, what's the other things they needed? Inspection form, registration, and I think there was a third thing, which you should already have the other two, whatever they were. But the inspection form had to be from Arizona. It couldn't be in my California, so I had to get an Arizona inspection form, and you can get those remotely. I'm gonna have to find the website that I found that can do it, but I was able to get one, and then before I even came here. And I could have changed the locations before I even left California. I didn't do this because it would have deactivated. I would not have been able to drive in Los Angeles while I was still there. Okay, so that was a whole nother thing. But then, so they wanted the registration. What else did they want? They wanted the registration. They wanted. It's completely slipping my mind right now. You gotta be kidding me. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna come back because I want to be able to tell you exactly what it took. All right, and I'm back. So the two things that you need, so normally you would need what? Your photo. You need to verify your photo. You need to verify the vehicle that you're driving and the registration for the vehicle, and you need to verify the inspection form for the vehicle. So the two pieces of information that I gave them was the registration, again, which they should already have, I thought, but I gave it to them, and they needed the vehicle inspection form, I don't know, I think they would normally need the proof of insurance, but I didn't need to provide that, so okay. And so once the first agent didn't accept the registration, saying that I needed the registration from Arizona. So I fell asleep that night. That was Friday I started dealing with them. So Saturday I got back on it. And I guess maybe it was another agent in the same chat because they accepted my California registration after the first agent told me that they wouldn't accept it. So after I gave them the inspection form and the registration, then I had to do trainings, which I think I did like 10 to 15 trainings. Then there was a third training or not even a third training. There was another training, the RAIN training, the, what is it? Code of conduct training, if you will, and conduct and whatnot. I don't even want to use the other words that they, because who knows what they might do with it. But anyway, so that training, the rain training, you guys all know what that is. And after I finished the rain training, which was a 22-minute video, and it took forever to get access to it because it wasn't showing in your normal trainings, I had to use like one of their links or something, and it finally was able to get into it and actually complete it. Actually, I think that didn't work either. They had to switch something up on their side, and somehow I was able to see the training again. And it said like the mandatory training, you won't be able to drive without this. And once I completed that training, I was good to go. This took several hours to get it all straight, but finally I was able to go online with Lyft. And I was able to go online twice before that, and then after that it said required training missing. I didn't get a single ride ping. And when I came into Arizona, same thing. I was able to get online, but I didn't get a single ride. And then later it said I'm not authorized to drive in I was about to say Australia, Arizona. When I when I went online after completing the training, then I was good. Everything was okay. And yeah, I switched it down to the lower tier to see if I could get some rides, and I got a ping. So there you go. I think I had Uber working before I was even able to get online with Lyft. But I'm glad I switched both. I'm glad I decided to just test it and see if Uber would work. Uber was so much smoother. So if you drive Uber, it's probably a lot easier, and you'd be able to easily come over here and drive for that. Lyft is a little bit more annoying, but it is possible. I mean, you could also rent a vehicle over here. Well, yeah, I mean, it's weekdays right now, so you could definitely rent one. So I'm going to continue working over here. I'm about to go over to the airport, I guess, because I'm not really sure what other areas are great to drive. It is 2:30, which means we're about to hit really heavy traffic. So let's see how it goes. Also, the event, I guess, at 5 o'clock for the waste management. I've already been next to the stadium, and I've been next to the waste management area. So driving around here is really nice. The roads are really wide. It's like it was thinking ahead of time how things will be, where LA, they have a lot of old roads, a lot of one lane, one way roads, a lot of traffic, and too many lights, unfortunately. So, and they build high instead of building wide. And here over in Arizona, things are more spread out, which is a lot more comfortable and easier to get around, in my opinion. I'm super enjoying it. And yeah, so let me know if you like my vloggy style videos and my explanation. This one went a little longer than I expected. Comment. I spend a lot of time in the comment section responding to comments, and if you have questions and whatnot, I love to take those and turn them into videos. So this is a community of growth and information as much as possible. That's what my channel is about, for you drivers out there. So I will see you guys in the next video.